Oh, hi guys, good evening. Start na po tayo ha kasi 7:05 na. Naririnig naman po ako. Thumbs up ulit. Baka kasi nawala yung audio. Thank you po. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Whether you're here because you're looking for an HMO for yourself or your family, or just simply curious lang about what ayos health card is all about or what it can offer, you are very welcome. So, my goal for tonight is very simple. By the end of this presentation, you'll know what ayos Health Card is, why it's different from other HMO, who it's best for, and whether it's the right fit for you. So, feel free to write your questions on the chat box and we'll answer them at the end na po ng presentation. So, before we begin, let me ask everyone a question. Meron ka na bang healthcare plan that can protect you from unexpected medical expenses? So, type yes if meron na, type not yet if wala pa or still looking pa ng HMO. Not yet. Actually, most Filipinos talaga will answer not yet. That's exactly why Ayos Health Card was created to make quality healthcare more affordable and accessible. But before we discuss the product, ibida ko muna ang sarili ko, charot. Let me briefly introduce myself. So I came from a healthcare industry. So I'm a registered medical technologist locally and internationally before becoming a full-time HMO consultant. So working in the hospital for many years, I think almost 5 years, it opened my eyes to one reality that many patients delayed treatment because they couldn't afford the expenses. Tama po ba? Type relate if nakaka-relate kayo sa sinabi ko. Many patients delay treatment because they couldn't afford the expenses. Diba? Relate tayo, ang mahal talaga ng healthcare sa Pinas. No, that's one of the reasons why I decided to help more families through healthcare planning. And I'm happy to share, hindi lang po ako ang ganito ang goal. So let me introduce to you Valiant Jade. So at Valiant Jade, we don't just sell health cards. So our mission is to educate first before recommending any product. Whether someone buys from us or not, we want every Filipinos to understand how healthcare protection works. Because as a team, we believe protection is a necessity. Especially dito, sobrang mahal magkasakit. At dahil firm ang mission ng team, by God's grace, we are ranked 1. So, this achievement for 5 consecutive months means more Filipinos are trusting us with their healthcare or health plan. And we've been able to help more individuals and families along the way. So for us, that's the greatest measure of success. Now, let me introduce to you some of our IO associates from different parts of the Philippines. If your IO associate isn't from your area, there's no need not to worry because our goal is to make sure you are well taken care of not just for your application but throughout your HMO journey with us. No, so before we proceed, can you type Valiant if you're an IOS associate and type naman ayos if you're a client? Thanks sa reply, Ma'am Raline, Ma'am Eunice. So, some people ask, ano ba ang ayos? Safe ba ito? Legit ba ito? So, we understand that it's a valid question. So, Ayos Health Card is distributed through IOSS Insurance Agency Incorporated. So IOSS stands for Insurance One Stop Shop. It is a licensed and SEC-registered insurance agency partnered with PhilCare. So when you enroll in an Ayos Health Card, you can be confident that you're dealing with a legitimate and trusted organization. So the IOSS office is located at Santa Rosa, Laguna. You may also visit their website at www.ioss.ph to learn more about the company. So for added peace of mind, here are some IOSS certificates and registrations which reflect its legitimacy and commitment to serving its clients. Now, let's talk about the company behind the healthcare services. So every time you visit a clinic, hospital, or doctor, if you're asked what HMO you have, simply say PhilCare. The name of your card is Ayos Health Card, but its medical provider is PhilCare. So PhilCare has been serving Filipinos since 1982. That means 44 years na po siya sa healthcare. They're also known for their HeyPhil app, but it's making LOA request more year. So members can request their letter of authorization or LOA directly kay HeyPhil app, especially if it's for consultations or labs amounting less than 1,500. If more than 1,500, I suggest sa email na po siya, customer service, or HMO department na po ng mismong clinic or hospital magpa-generate ng LOA or magpatulong dun sa concierge. Now, let's discuss paano gumawa ng LOA via HeyPhil app. So, once maka-sign up na po kayo, below ng card, makikita nyo po ang letter of authorization. Once i-click nyo yan, makikita nyo ang consultations and procedures. And since consultation ang i-avail natin, i-click ang consultation. Then, lalabas ang general consultation, hospital, doctor, and the schedule date. So, i-input nyo lang po ang lahat ng details. Then, below it is the chief complaint. So, ilalagay po ninyo sa chief complaint kung ano yung nararamdaman ninyo. Like, ubo, masakit ang ulo, like for na-aksidente, natapilok. So, lahat dyan isusulat nyo sa chief complaint or nagka-sore throat. So, dyan ilalagay sa box na yan. Then, click Submit Authorization Request. Then, may magpa-pop up na small box wherein makikita nyo ang View LOA. Once i-click nyo yan, lalabas na ang LOA ninyo. Make sure to click download. So, once mada-download na siya, meron na siya sa, cellphone mo or sa gadget. Another advantage of PhilCare or yung perks ng PhilCare is its extensive network of providers. So, it has thousands of accredited hospitals and clinics nationwide. So whether you're in Metro Manila or in province, chances meron talagang accredited providers nearby. So please ask sa inyong agent ng Excel file ng list of providers para you can access or search anytime. Kasi always itong ina-update ng PhilCare. So sure po tayo na tama yung nasa list. Now, excited na ba kayo sa next slides? Type excited. And if you're ready sa next slide, excited. Thank you, Ma'am. Bless you. So, Ayos Health Card isn't one size fits all. So we have 3 variants depending on your budget and healthcare needs. Almost the same naman sila ng benefits. Ang main differences lang po is yung room and board, MBL, and PEC coverage. For the green card, ito yung tinatawag natin na Ayos Basic Care, wherein meron siyang 60K MBL, 30K PEC coverage, and ward room. Ito namang blue card, which is Ayos Plus Care, ay merong 100K MBL, 50K PEC limit, and semi-private room. Lastly, and ang best seller namin na card is yung red one, which is Ayos Elite Care. Meron itong 200K MBL, 100K pre-existing condition coverage, and private room ka na. Then, why is it the best seller? Una, mataas yung pre-existing coverage nito. Imagine, meron ka ng 100K na coverage for the whole year for your pre-existing condition. Tapos second, naka-private room ka na. So, hindi ka na-expose sa ibang pasyente kung anong mga sakit nila. So, meron kasi mga clients or patients na gusto talaga nila ng well-rested sila while nasa hospital. So, kaya siya ang aming best seller. Now, we're entering the most important part. What exactly are you paying for? With Ayos, you're getting hospitalization, outpatient, laboratories, APE, and many other healthcare benefits. But what really makes Ayos stand out is its day one coverage for eligible pre-existing conditions. And hindi lang dyan nagtatapos, meron din mga additional benefits. So, si member, hindi lang siya nag-a-avail ng HMO, meron din siyang marireceive na additional protection at no extra cost. So, included na dyan yung dental benefit, burial assistance, accidental death benefit, yung insurance. So, you're not just buying an HMO. You're getting a multiple layers of protection. Now, himay-himayin na natin yung benefits. So, una, before po tayo mag-avail ng services, make sure na PhilCare accredited ang iyong doktor and ang iyong pupuntahan na clinic or hospital para po covered kayo. Kasi that HMO, may right sila to decline your availments if hindi sila PhilCare accredited. So for the inpatient, covered po ang room and board down to the admission kit. However, may gusto po akong bigyan ng focus. So, the room and board. So, may mga clients tayo na example yung in-avail is ward or semi-private room. However, pagdating sa hospital, either ayaw nila ng room na yon, gusto talaga nila ng private, or yung second scenario is walang available na room based sa kinuha nila na plan. So ano po ang mangyayari? The first 24 hours, covered siya ni HMO. However, ang excess nun, covered or out of pocket na pala ni client dahil sa incremental charges. Again, the first 24 hours kay HMO, excess out of pocket na ni client. Lahat ng incremental charges. You will ask, Ma'am Lyle, we're not familiar with incremental charges. Ano yon? So, incremental charges are any difference ng one room to the another. For example, nag-semi-private ka, then you upgrade to the private room, any differences nun, price differences nun, shouldered mo. And hindi lang siya sa room ha, included dyan yung mga professional fees ng doktor, the diagnostics or ang mga labs, including the supplies. Kahit tape pa yan or syringe, may incremental charges yan. That's why if ikaw si client no gusto mo na talaga sa private room, I suggest you avail na talaga the private room to avoid yung mga incremental charges. And if yung room mo is semi-private, you stick with your semi-private. So, another na gusto kong bigyan ng focus is yung blood products. So, ang i-cover lang ni HMO is anything related sa blood sa patient. Blood products or blood transfusions related sa patient. Any test na gagawin kay blood donor, out of pocket po yon ni client. So next naman is the outpatient care. Again, dapat pumunta kayo sa PhilCare accredited doctor. Now, ma'am, gusto ko talaga yung current doctor ko. However, hindi siya PhilCare accredited. Hindi na ba talaga ako pwedeng kumuha ng ayos? Pwede naman po. However, we will solve it by these two solutions. First, maghahanap ka ng PhilCare accredited wherein you will ask favor na i-repeat or kopyahin and i-assess niya yung mga request na ginawa ng current doctor mo. So that also means mag-uulit ka ng consultation sa PhilCare accredited para mabigyan ka ng new request na siya na ang nagperma. Then yun na ang ipapa-approve mo. Second naman po is itatawag natin siya sa DigiConsult wherein makikita yan sa HeyFil app. Tapos you'll tell the doctor, the PhilCare doctor na meron kang request na gusto mong ipaulit kasi hindi PhilCare doctor yung current provider mo or attending physician. So, yun ang dalawang option. However, sasabihin ko na lang talaga na medyo hassle siya kasi of course, uulit ka ng check-up for the second time. As much as possible, I suggest pili na lang talaga ng PhilCare doctor. So, kay ayos po, actually sa almost all HMOs, wala po talaga tayong coverage for maternity-related. So, ang kaya lang i-cover for outpatient is pre- and postnatal consults. So, down na po yan to the animal bites. Now, for animal bites, hindi po covered ang vaccine. Ang mako-cover lang is the initial treatment of animal bites, meaning yung pag-cleaning, yung pag-administer ng vaccine. However, yung bakuna, ikaw magbabayad. Another is speech therapy. So, hindi po covered siya. So, mostly, nire-request ang speech therapy sa mga stroke patients and sa mga speech-delayed individuals. So, hindi po covered ang speech therapy sa kay Ayo. Now, every HMOs po, merong mga special procedures or special modalities na may inner limits. Hindi lang po si Ayos, lahat ng HMO. That's why it's very important to ask sa iyong agent ng schedule of benefits para alam mo kung anong mga test or procedures ang merong inner limit. Para po, in case na mag-avail kayo niyan, hindi kayo ma-shock why need nyo pa mag-out of pocket or why hindi na-cover lahat ni HMO yung bill ninyo. So, for example, laparoscopic cholecystectomy. Ito yung meron kang gallstones. Tapos, ang procedure niya is laparoscopy. So, ang covered lang niya is up to 35K lang talaga. Any excess ng 35K, shouldered na ni client. Another common is itong lithotripsy wherein meron kang kidney stones. So, again, 35K lang din ang inner limit niya. Another common na ina-avail, MRI. So, most HMOs, ang coverage lang talaga nito is up to 5,000. Any excess, out of pocket ni client. Another common is itong RASPA or tinatawag na DNC. So, ang inner limit naman nito is 10,000. And yung Neuroscan is 5,000. And yung sleep study is 5,000. Another procedures na gusto kong ibigyang diin is itong PET scan wherein mga cancer patients usually nag-a-avail nito. So 5,000 per member per year. Meaning, once per year lang siyang pwedeng mag-request ng PET scan. Another is, ay bumalik, sorry guys. Another is itong thyroid scan. So, common ito sa may mga greater, hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism. So, 5,000 per limit per service. As long as it's medically necessary, kaya ni-request siya ni doc, may 5,000 siya na limit for the thyroid scan. Another common na may inner limit na ina-avail is itong tuberculin test or the TB test. So, 600 per member per year, meaning once per year. So, hindi ko na po i-discuss lahat ng may mga inner limit. So, you ask po the schedule of benefits sa inyong agent. Summary of emergency care. As long as you go to the affiliated hospital, full coverage po siya up to MBL or up to the PEC limit. Now, what happens if you go to a non-affiliated or nasa labas ka na Pinas kasi nagbakasyon? You can only be reimbursed up to 15,000 per case per year. And of course, it's subject to the PhilCare rates and subject for evaluation. Meaning, you need to submit the billing statement, medical certificate, medical abstract, tapos i-evaluate yan ng PhilCare. So, tapos ang maximum lang na kayang reimburse is 15,000. Tapos, meron din tayong ambulance service. So, in Metro Manila, it can be covered up to their limit as long as naitawag siya sa PhilCare. Now, if you're from province, for reimbursement siya up to 2,000 per conduction. Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng conduction? Meaning from one hospital to the another. Minsan, gumagamit tayo ng ambulance if, for example, puno na yung hospital, hindi na kayo kayang i-accommodate, kaya nilipat kayo. Or second is, may procedure na hindi available sa isang hospital, kaya ka nilipat sa isang hospital para doon gawin ang procedure. So, per conduction, one hospital to another. Now, let's go to the wellness benefits. So, meron po tayong annual physical exam wherein included yung pagkuha ng medical history, tapos physical exam itself, yung x-ray, urinalysis, FICA, CBC. And if you're 35 up, included ang ECG. If you're a 35 and female, included ang pap smear. Paano siya i-avail? Dapat po mag-request muna tayo kay PhilCare ng LOE. So, you ask to you, if gusto nyong mag-avail ng APE, you ask the provider list and the request form sa inyong agent. Then, isasubmit nyo through email yung request form addressed to PhilCare. So, yung provider list, hindi po lahat ng accredited clinics or hospitals kayang magpa-APE. So, may list lang. Kaya, you need to ask the provider list. Meron din po kaming preventive healthcare and family planning counseling. And meron kaming mental health benefits wherein may one free session through Mindscape platform to assess or screen your mental wellness. And if ever you need help, gusto mo mang may kausap, so open naman po ang PhilCare hotline, mental health chat and support 24/7. Now, ito yung gustong-gusto ng clients, yung day 1 PEC coverage ng AYOS. So, kay AYOS, covered po siya 50% of your chosen plan. So, if ang gusto mo yung private room, may 200k MBL siya, automatic 50% nun, which is 100k ang iyong pre-existing limit. Now, why you ask? Bakit importante ang pre-existing condition covered? Ang pre-existing po kasi may dalawang definitions. One, any sakit na alam mo before ka nag-apply ng health card. Second, mga sakit na meron na ang katawan mo, nagsasuffer na ang katawan mo, however, hindi mo pa alam, meaning unaware ka, unknown pa siya sa'yo na meron ka ng sakit, pero present na siya sa sakit mo before ka pa nag-apply. Tapos, nalaman mo lang siya once na-diagnose siya within the year. So, meaning, known and unknown na mga pre-existing conditions na hindi siya overnight nag-develop. Meaning, mga silent diseases na meron na ang katawan mo or nagsasuffer na ang katawan mo pero hindi mo pa alam. An example niyan is diabetes. Ang early signs kasi ng diabetes is always ka na uuhaw, always ka na iihi, always tired yung katawan mo, fatigue. So sometimes we brush off those symptoms. Nauuhaw lang ako kasi sobrang init. Naiihi lang ako kasi ang lamig, it's raining, kaya always akong pumupunta ng CR, di ba? It's true naman na always natin siyang nine-neglect. So, hindi natin alam na yung symptoms na yon is symptoms na pala ng diabetes unless nagpa-check up tayo tapos nakita sa result na positive for diabetes. Another example is I have a minor client. So, nag-nosebleed siya. So, dinala siya ng mama niya sa clinic. So, ang ginawa, nagpa-check, ni-request ng doktor ang endoscopy. Sa baba ng endoscopy, ang final diagnosis is chronic rhinosinusitis. So, saan yun mafo-fall? Sa pre-existing condition. Kasi yung diagnosis niya, hindi naman siya overnight na nangyayari. Sometimes yung rhinosinusitis natin, namamaga lang yan siya, pero hindi tayo aware na nagsasuffer na pala yung inside ng ilong natin. So, may mga sakit talaga, emergencies, na sometimes hindi tayo aware na meron na tayo unless lang na-diagnose. Another example, yung aneurysm. Hindi ba yung aneurysm is sudden lang siya na nangyayari, minsan nahihimatay ka, pero matagal na pala siya sa brain mo na nagsasuffer na yung brain. So, need natin ng coverage for pre-existing kasi hindi natin alam kung anong mga diagnosis ang pwede nating ma-receive within the whole year. Hindi natin alam kung anong mga emergencies ang paggagamitan natin. In fact, kahit stroke, may mga early signs of symptoms na siya before ka magka-stroke. So, it will fall sa pre-existing condition. So, that's why, it's very important na meron tayong proper coverage even with pre-existing conditions na hindi natin alam. So, if it's work-related, coverage siya up to MBL. However, if you have scoliosis, epilepsy, seizure, hepatitis B or C, or any STD-related na nakuha mo before ka ng plan, hindi siya mako-cover. Also, if you got into an accident, tapos, or sports-related injuries, tapos related siya into extreme sports or paid sports, hindi siya covered. For example, yung mga rock climbing, yung mga motocross, yung skydiving. So, hindi po siya covered ng AYOS or health card. Actually, almost all HMOs hindi nagko-cover ng extreme sport. Also, hindi covered if ikaw mismo na kliyente or pasyente ang nag-instigate ng other people na i-assault ka. So, covered lang siya if ang other people ang nag-assault sa'yo, na hindi ikaw mismo ang reason bakit ka na-assault. So, with that, sometimes if mga assault cases, kailangan yan ng police report. So, magbe-base din si HMO doon sa document kung sino ang nagpunot dulo ng assault. So, next is classifications of pre-existing condition. May dalawa po tayong klase ng pre-existing condition. One is non-dreaded, wherein kaya pa siyang i-control ng medicine. Kaya pa siyang idala sa monitoring. Hindi pa siya life-threatening and possibility na hindi ka pa ma-ICU. Examples dyan are hypertension, so kidney stones na non-complicated, no, allergic rhinitis, and GERD. Now, for non-dreaded conditions, may waiting period po tayo na 2 months for procedures or surgeries. Example nito is yung kidney stones. Kailangan tanggalin ang kidney stones through lithotripsy. So you need to wait for 2 months bago mo siya ma-avail. However, the laboratories, the consultations, and mga basic diagnostics such as X-ray or ultrasound, covered naman siya agad at day 1. Now, for the second classification of pre-existing condition is the dreaded, meaning ito yung mga sakit na hindi na kayang i-control ng medicine, life-threatening, possibility na ma-ICU si patient. Examples is cancer, kidney disease, diabetes, stroke, mga related sa heart, chronic liver diseases, and COPDs. And yung mga autoimmune diseases. Since na-mention ko na si autoimmune diseases, please note if you have an autoimmune, yung mga bacterial and viral infections, shared limit sila ng autoimmune disease mo. So if you chose the private plan, 100K pre-existing, so shared limit sila sa 100K. For the dreaded conditions, please note po na may 6 months waiting period for emergency, hospitalization, and major procedures related to the dreaded illness. However, basic labs, consultations, and minor diagnostics, covered naman siya agad at day 1. So, focus lang po tayo sa mga basic monitorings muna while waiting for your health card to mature para ma-avail yung mga waiting periods. Now, questions that I usually get sa clients ko, possible ba na mag-increase yung 50% PEC coverage namin? Yes po, there is a possibility as long as minimal usage and na approve ng underwriters or pasok siya sa evaluation nila. Now, what happens if sobrang na-maximize or nabugbog mo yung card? So, possible na mag-remain siya sa existing na coverage limit, which is the 50%. Another question na common tinatanong is, mag-i-increase ba yung premium rate? Sorry guys, clear na ba ako? Nag-brown out saglit.
Yes, clear
Naririnig
naman.
ba? Okay, sorry.
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Nag-brown out saglit. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Pumitek.
Clear na ba ang screen ko? So, clear naman yung screen ko?
Yes, clear naman.
Okay. So, naputol ako sa renewal price or presyo. So, 3 reasons while mag-i-increase siya. First is medical inflation. So, kahit gasolina nag-i-increase weekly, so expected din natin na yung healthcare services nag-i-increase. So, when I was first a medtech on my first year, yung CBC, 150 pa yan. However, ngayon, ng recent laboratories ko, 300 plus na siya. So, CBC pa lang yon. That also means other services, other labs, and diagnostics nag-i-increase. That's why, pati si HMO, need niya mag-keep up sa inflation. So, need din niya mag-increase ng rates. Second reason is age. For example, from age 60, nag-jump ka to 61. So, that is another bracket. So, mag-i-increase siya. Third and last na important is yung utilization. So, if bugbog mo talaga yung card mo, like heavy, utilize mo talaga yung card mo, so expected na tataas talaga yung renewal rate mo. Now, you will ask, nag-focus ka sa pre-existing, Ma'am Lyle. Ano ang gamit ng MBL? Di ba may MBL yung card, yung 200, 160? So, dito po yan kukunin sa ordinary illnesses. So, ano po yung mga ordinary illnesses? These are caused by bacterial and viral infections or accidents. So, dyan siya ipapasok or ibabawas sa MBL. Now, if it's a pre-existing like non-dreaded and dreaded, dun naman siya sa PEC limit ibabawas. That means ang availments ninyo nagde-depend sa final diagnosis or clinical impression ng doktor ninyo. So makikita yan sa mga lab request ninyo, sa medical certificate and medical abstract. So ito yung sinabi ko kanina na if MBL, so 100%, so per illness per year. That is 100%. For the second year, 100% din siya. For the non-dreaded, ito yung na-mention ko kanina, na possible 100% if approved based sa evaluation ng underwriters. If hindi naman, possible na 50 pa rin siya. For the dreaded conditions, it will be the same sa second year. So, 50%. Summary, ano yung makukuha mo sa dental benefits? So, basic lang na mga procedures such as consultations, simple tooth extraction, mild prophylaxis, meaning mild case, or konti lang yung mga tartars na nakita ng doktor. Then, temporary fillings. So, if gusto mo ng permanent na pasta, out of pocket siya. And if maraming nakita ang doktor na mga tartar sa ipin mo, possible na magpa-additional siya. How to claim or how to avail? You ask sa iyong agent ng list of dental clinics. Then once may napili na kayo na dental clinic, you contact the clinic, you share or you inform them of your anong HMO mo, wherein yung sasabihin natin is dental network company, hindi PhilCare. If medical service, PhilCare. If dental service, ang sasabihin natin is dental network company. Then, yung certificate mo. Once maitawag na yan ng clinic or na-confirm na nila na meron kang coverage, isa-set na nila ng appointment, then dun ka palang pupunta sa clinic once may appointment na. Expect lang na possible may mga additional charges ang clinics, for example, yung mga hazard fees or hazard pays. So, meron tayong additional protections, yung na-share ko kanina, na insurance. So, if ever you avail basic or the plus care, yung insurance mo is 50,000. While if you avail the elite, may 100K ka. If your death is caused by an accident, may additional na 50,000. Meron din po tayong reimbursements if na-admit ka due to accidents wherein up to 5,000. Now, if you got diagnosed with a terminal illness, wherein life-threatening na talaga siya, na may taning ka ng 6 months na lang. So, possible na may ma-receive ka na 25,000 if yung card mo is basic or the plus, while it's 50,000 if it's elite. So, may mga forms sila na ibibigay sa inyo if gusto mo, if mag-claim na, then, isa-sign, i-fill up, ibibigay nyo pa yan sa doktor para i-clear niya yung mga details, ibabalik nyo kay IOSS or sa agent ninyo, then for processing. So, hindi siya agad-agad marireceive ninyo. Then, meron din po tayong bureau assistance worth 50K. So, from pagkuha ng body up to the libing, covered siya as long as it's 50K, pasok siya sa budget. Then, you ask lang po the link ng PhilPlans kasi PhilPlans po ang provider ng bureau assistance kasi may limited locations lang sila ng mortuaries. So, if sa place ninyo walang mortuaries doon, so hindi nyo siya ma-avail. Now, let's go to the important exclusions. So, hindi mako-cover if non-accredited physicians and hospital or clinic. And if yung mag-additional room ka or mag-upgrade, so any incremental charges shouldered mo. If pregnancy-related, hindi rin mako-cover. Mga STD-related such as HIV, gonorrhea, hepatitis, hindi yan covered. Behavioral, developmental, psychiatric, psychosomatic, congenital conditions, hindi din yan covered. And if ang test is for screening purposes only, hindi din po siya covered. And yung sinabi ko kanina na if ang accident or ang injury is caused by extreme sports or hazardous sports, hindi siya covered. Now, hindi lang po ito ang exclusions ng plan. Marami pa ito. So, please ask your agent for the schedule of benefits para mabasa ninyo. Available din yan sa Certificate of Coverage once activated na yung plan ninyo. Now, let's go for the eligibility. Sino ang pwedeng kumuha? So, ages 15 days old to 65 years old and 9 months. So, pwede po kayong kumuha. With ayos, no free look period po tayo. Meaning no cooling off period. So, bawal na mag-cancel or bawal magpa-reimburse kasi ayaw mo pala yung ayos. So, dapat when you avail ayos, sure na sure kayo na kukuha kayo. Then, once mag-submit na kayo ng plans, yung processing period is 15 days. So, once activated na siya, meron na kayong certificate of coverage na meron ng details ninyo such as effective date, certificate number. Valid na agad siya or pwede na siyang gamitin at day 1. So, ang validity ng health card is 1 year. So, meaning may yearly renewal. Now, let's go to the activation guidelines. So, as I said, 15 days ang processing and yung effective date is always first day of the month. If your payment and application is verified from 1 to 15, yung effective date niya is first day of the same month. So for example, kumuha ka August 5, na-verify siya August 6, so yung effective date niya is August 1. Now, if your application and payment is verified from 16th to the end of the month, ang effective date niya is the following month. So, for example, ngayon ka kumuha, July 21, na-verify siya most likely tomorrow, so ang effective date niya is August 1. Now, how much is Ayos Health Card? So, from age bracket 18 to 60, so ito po ang rates. Now, if ma-observe niyo, may dalawa siyang mga prices or sets of prices, no? No access and with access to top hospitals. So ano ang mga top hospitals? Dalawang branches ng St. Luke's, Cardinal Santos, Asian, The Medical City, and Makati Med. However, please note po na wala itong access or zero access to the main branch ng TMC sa Pasig. So no access po again tayo sa TMC Pasig. So, if gusto niyo ng access sa mga hospitals na na-mention ko, dito kayo kukuha sa rates na pinoint ko. Now, if hindi naman included yung hospitals na sinabi ko, dito kayo sa middle rates or sa fourth column. Now, if it's 61 to 65 years old, so ito naman po ang rates. Then, if you're a minor or magkukuhaan ninyo yung anak ninyo, so ito naman po ang rates niya. As you observe, wala pong ward room, basta minor. So semi-private lang and regular private. Now, how to avail? So kay Ayos, since guaranteed na yung coverage ninyo, they require payment muna. So you send it to the BDO Unibank. Unibank po ha, kasi maraming BDOs. So dapat Unibank. Then ito po yung account number and dapat maisulat ninyo yung account name ni IOSS. If you want a physical card, you add 300 on top sa napili mo na plan. Now, what happens ma'am if ayaw ko mag-avail? It's okay. It's because meron tayong digital cards attached to your certificate of coverage, and meron din sa Hayfill app. So, important payment terms lang. So, dapat naka-annual siya. Wala tayong quarterly or installments or walang month. Now, you can pay via bank transfer, e-wallets, then over-the-counter, pinakamabilis itong ma-verify if over-the-counter, and credit cards. So, sa credit cards, straight payment siya or cash to credit. Credit to cash. Sorry, nabaliktad. Credit to cash. Now, after mo magbayad, you apply sa link na ibibigay ng agent ninyo. So, ask the link ng application sa kay agent ninyo. Then, you will attach there the valid ID and your proof of payment. Make sure po na yung valid ID merong date of birth. Then yung proof of payment merong reference or confirmation number. If kaya i-include yung mga timestamps and date kung when siya na send, much better. Then once ma-submit na natin ang application, na-attach ang proof of payment, give IOSS 2 to 3 banking days para pag-verify. Then once verified, magsa-start ng counting ng 15 days. So within 15 days, may-release na yung certificate of coverage ninyo. So if you can screenshot this slide for the schedule of benefits, or you may ask directly sa inyong agent. Now, how to avail LOA? So, pwede po kayong tumawag dito sa customer service. So, toll-free naman po yung telephone number. Then, meron naman pong mga smart and globe numbers. Now, if you're interested to join Valiant Shade or you want to help Filipinos have the healthcare coverage, pwede din po kayong mag-attend sa aming iOS Career Talk tomorrow at 7 to 8 p.m. Just screenshot this and scan to register. Na isang another favor po, I hope na i-like and i-follow ninyo ang aming page para updated po kayo sa mga guidelines or mga updates from IOSS. So, any questions? Wait lang ha. Naputol ako kanina. Makikita ko ba yung mga message ninyo? Wait lang.
Sige, ako magsasabi.
Okay, hindi ko na nakikita yung messages dito.
Sige,
Please, UM.
may nagtanong kanina, is the MRI 5K per procedure or per year?
So, as long as it's medically necessary, as long as justifiable naman why ni-request siya. So, per avail.
Kahit multiple times pwede.
Pero, usually hindi naman always nire-require ang MRI na sunod-sunod. Kasi ang exposure sa radiation, usually once.
Another
Depende
question.
sa diagnosis.
For cataract surgery, is it considered under PEC limit?
Yes, kasi yung cataract, hindi naman siya overnight na nangyayari. Usually years yan bago yan pumuti yung eyes mo. So, na-build up na yun siya. So, under PEC limit siya. Kasi matagal na siyang nandyan sa mata mo.
Yes.
Next. Sorry, AM. Wala talaga akong questions here.
Next question. May network problem po ba si host? Charot.
Sorry. Ano?
Ang question, yung group life insurance, 100K due to natural death ba to or due to illness?
So, subject po siya sa evaluation. Actually, may client ako ngayon na ongoing kami ng pag-submit ng requirements. Meron din kasi doon sa requirements na statement ng doktor. So, i-fill up yun ng doktor. So, i-evaluate yun ng underwriters. So, if kaya kang bigyan ng benefit. So, either natural death or illness. As long as yung illness mo is na properly na i-declare mo naman siya during the application, I think pwede siyang mag-grant. Pero still, depende pa rin yan sa evaluators or yung underwriters.
Okay, thank you. Tama yun. Either via natural death or illness can be covered as long as requirements are submitted properly. Right? So ito pa isa. Actually, maraming tanong.
Kaya laban.
Thyroid scan kanina, 5K service. Ibig sabihin po ba, kahit multiple thyroid scans per year, basta 5K limit lang per procedure?
Yes. So every procedure 5K.
Okay. If goiter po ang diagnosis, tapos recommended for total thyroidectomy, considered
Mm-mm.
non-threaded po ba? Pwede po ba surgery on second month of effectivity?
Now, this is tricky kasi my mom kasi has goiter. So, sa case niya, na may FNAB or fine needle biopsy. So, before siya sinurgery. So, before the surgery, aware na kami kung malignant siya or hindi. So, if it's not malignant, hindi siya cancerous, possible naman na makover siya sa second month of activation. Now, if sa fine needle biopsy nakita na malignant siya or cancerous, at 6 months pa pwede gawin or mag-avail ng surgery. So, depende siya sa diagnosis. Now, what if ma'am, diretsyo na lang opera, wala nang biopsy, ayaw ni doc, gusto niya direction. So, medyo dyan tayo tagilid kasi of course, hindi natin alam kung ano yung diagnosis unless may biopsy. So, if the safest no na magpa-opera is at 6 months. Kasi regardless kung ano yung result ng biopsy during the surgery na if malignant or hindi, at least sure ka na covered ka na. So I only suggest that 2 months surgery if ever sure ka na non-dreaded or non-cancerous yung goiter. So, para sure. So,
Okay.
what if naman ma'am, nagpa-opera talaga ako sa 2 months kasi na-schedule na siya. So, it will depend sa final diagnosis. So, if na-confirmed na malignant siya, possible na ikaw ang mag-out of pocket. Kasi hindi pa siya nag 6 months. If non-dreaded or non-cancerous, covered siya. So, clear naman?
Yes.
Okay.
Pwede po ba magpa-refund si client at ipa-cancel ang plan?
No po. So, no free look period siya. So, dapat if kumuha kayo, sure na kayo. So, hindi na siya pwedeng i-refund or reimburse. Next po.
Lalo na Sir Aldrin kapag may availment na. Ang
Mm-mm.
iSelfguard kasi, as mentioned earlier by Miss Lyle, mabilis tayong mag-approve, okay? So we do not underwrite actually. So lahat ng pinapasok na application, kahit anong sakit ng client mo regardless of the condition, i-approve yan. Ano ang trade-off niyan? Walang pre-look. Pag kumuha ka, dapat decided ka. Kasi there's no way to refund. Kasi po, kapag po kayo kumuha sa ayos, no, tapos nagbayad na kayo, na-process na yung application nyo, binabayad na po ng ayos yan sa PhilCare. So, paano tayo mag-refund from PhilCare kung na-process na po yung application ng client natin? Hindi na po pwede. Kasi po, pinaprocess na po yung activation. Kaya, as much as possible, before you secure your client, you have to make sure na sigurado sila kukuha sila ng plan. Kasi no backsies ang iSelf-Card. Kasi po, I can guarantee na mako-cover ang mga clients din. Meron nga ng mga specific guidelines doon sa mga procedures natin and condition. Ayan. Last question, ito na. So I think kita mo na to. How to pay credit card
Yung credit card.
via over-the-counter
So,
ba pwede?
we suggest na online. Kasi sa online bank siya na credit to cash. Ask na lang ano tawag ito? Paano siya gawin? Yung flow, yung guidelines sa agent nito. Kasi para siyang straight payment eh. Balik, ginamit mo lang pag-pay yung credit card sa IOSS na bank.
As much as possible, let's encourage our clients to pay in cash, either over-the-counter or bank transfer. Kasi technically, we do not accept credit card payments. Ang nangyayari kasi is, this is direct payment na tinatawag. So, every bank kasi, meron silang mga credit card payment facility wherein you can use your credit balance para mag-transfer ng money to other direct bank account. Kasi for example, sila meron siyang Union Bank. Gusto niya mag-transfer ng pera sa akin. Pwede niyang gamitin yung credit card niya. So, kung kailangan niya mag-transfer ng 18,888, yung 18,888 will be charged against her credit balance papunta sa akin. So basically, parang nag-a-advance tayo. So, ang tawag dyan is credit to cash, yung totoong term. But technically, we do not accept credit cards. Ito lang yung mga paraan that we do kasi nga may mga clients tayo na may credit card and we want to help them explore other options kasi yung iba wala naman talagang cash. But basically, kung magkano yung kailangang ibayad ng client, yun ang i-charge sa credit card. Then, kung meron po mga charges, applicable, depende po yan sa bangko. But basically, on top pa yun ang binayad nila sa ayos. Okay? Last question, Lyle. Andyan na.
Yung 5K limit for MRI and Euroscan. So, pwede pala kahit ilan per year. So, sa schedule of benefits kasi natin, wala siyang na-mention how many times. So, I think as long as it's medically necessary and may request talaga ni doctor, so possible na ma-approve siya. Wala kasi siyang sub-schedule of benefits natin. Walang naka-mention once per year. So, price lang siya. So, as long as it's medically necessary. So, sa schedule of benefits, if meron kayong makita na per year, per member per year, meaning once. Any questions? Wala na po ba? Sorry, nag-extend the brownout kasi. Sorry na guys. So, if wala na pong questions, picture muna tayo. Open na lang po your camera.
For additional questions po, you may reach out to your agent or your associate. Pwede nila kayong i-assist sa mga associate na here, sa mga variants na pwede po kayong mag-reach out to your managers. Or meron po tayong tinatawag na iOS Case Desk. Alright? So, kung wala pa kayo sa group chat na yon, you let me know or you let your UM know, isasali po namin kayo. We believe in teamwork. So, kapag kailangan niyo po ng tulong ng iba, they're ready to help naman. Ayan. Sige, let's take a quick picture po. Ako na siguro, UM.
Okay, go.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Ayos. Ayan. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night. Thank you, UM Lyle.
I
Thank
hope
you,
may na-learn
UM.
kayo.
Thank you.
Thank you po. Bye-bye.